name is ZHARFAN bin ZAMAN. My financial challenge as a student or young adult is difficulty of paying rent or hostel fee. I receive a limited allowance or scholarship funds may be not enough to cover monthly rent and rising living costs. Stacking jobs such as tutoring, food delivery or online freelancing can provide extra income to help cover rent.
My name is ILHAM bin AZNAN. One of the biggest financial challenge that I face is managing college fee. Tuition costs are often high and not every student receives full scholarship or financial aid. This creates a lot of pressure on both family and student. A practical solution is to apply for student loan, explore installment payment plan offered by institution, and actively search for scholarship or grant that can help ease the financial burden.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is HAZMI bin AZAM. My student ID is 2024903009. So, as a student or young adults, one of the biggest financial challenges I face is debt from credit card or loans. This often happens because I have a limited financial knowledge and easy access to credit that make it tempting to overspend. To avoid this, once debt builds up, it can be very difficult to repay. So, to overcome this, I should learn to use credit card responsibly and avoid borrowing for unnecessary expenses. Other than that, attending financial literacy workshop can also help me improve my money management skill and make smarter financial decisions for the future.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul bin Omar and my student ID is 2024554145. I will start with my financial challenges as students and young adults. One financial challenge I faced as a student was the lack of emergency savings. Like many young adults, I focused too much on my current needs and did not set aside money for unexpected expenses such as medical bills or sudden costs. The way to overcome this is by saving a small portion of income or allowance regularly, even if it's just a little, so that over time, it builds into a proper emergency fund.
My name is Nurul Batrisyia binti RUBA'AI, and now it's my turn to talk about the financial challenges that I face, which is the daily living expenses. Because of the cost for food, transportation, and personal needs, it's quickly drained my budget, especially in urban areas. How I improve these challenges by preparing a monthly budget, cooking at home instead of always eating out, and I make sure that I use the public transportation and use student discount whenever I can.
The first step to improving my financial habit is to track my spending. It can help me to track where the money goes to avoid overspending. How to maintain my financial habit is by using a notebook or app to write down every expense daily and review weekly.
My positive financial habit is setting a goal, which can be challenging at first, but it makes saving easier and more meaningful. By having clear goal, I can save for something important like a trip, a new phone, or emergency money. To maintain this habit, I start by automatically saving a small amount each month and gradually increase it as my budget allows, making my saving grow steadily over time.
For me, one of the positive financial habits that I can develop as a student is choosing public transport over private vehicle. This habit can help me save money on petrol, parking, and even car maintenance. To maintain this habit, I can make use of student buses to reduce cost further, carpool when necessary, and even track my saving to stay motivated. By doing this way, I not only save money but also build discipline in managing my daily expenses.
Next is my positive financial habit. One of my positive financial habits is making use of discounts and deals. This helps me reduce costs on everyday expenses like food, transport, or events. To maintain this habit, I always check for student discounts, promo codes, or loyalty programs before making a purchase.
Okay, now, my positive habit that I have is I practice to start small investment yearly, because this not only allows my money to grow over time, but also help improve my financial knowledge. To maintain this habit, I begin with a low-risk investment, reinvest the profit, and gradually expand into other options as my understanding increases.
My negative habit is impulse buying things at online platform. Sometimes, I'm wasting my money on unnecessary items. The way I solve my problem is by applying the 24 hours rules before buying and unsubscribe from marketing emails.
One common negative financial habit that I face is relying on trading or BNPL. It creates debt and reduces my future income. To improve it, I use it only for essential and pay off balance right away to avoid interest.
For my negative habit as a student, I often neglect on my emergency saving. The danger is when sudden expense come, like a medical bill or a laptop breakdown, I end up stressed and unprepared. But the good news is, I can change this by start small. Maybe just save from RM20 ringgit to RM50 ringgit amount and put it in a separate account. I should think of it as money that I cannot allow to touch. Over time, this small habit build a safety net that protect me financial surprises and give me a real peace of mind.
On the other hand, one negative habit I sometimes struggle with is overworking for extra income. I used to take too many part-time shifts which affected my rest and studies. To improve this, I plan to limit my work hours, manage my time better, and also look into scholarships or allowances as alternative sources of financial support.
Next, I also recognize one negative habit that I have, which is sometimes I struggle with overspending due to peer pressure. As like other students, I may feel the need to spend on outings, celebrations, or branded goods just to fit in. To improve this negative habit, I try to suggest cheaper group activities to my friends and set a clear entertainment budget each month so that I can avoid unnecessary spending.
What rich life means to me is a freedom from hustle. Rich life means having the freedom to rest and enjoy hobbies without the constant pressure of side jobs, supported by enough saving and income to live well without extra work.
My vision board is a rich life is not just about what I have, but about who I become. Mystery and grow mean continuously improve our skill, staying determined in pursuing our goal, and embracing every experience as a chance to learn. Each step, no matter how small, it shaped me into the best version of myself. This vision board reminds me that growth is the true measure of a meaningful and fulfilled life.
My vision of a rich life is having a peace of mind through health and security. For me, being rich doesn't just mean having a lot of money, but also it means leaving me a constant stress about medical bills or family emergency. This kind of security can be achieved through health insurance, earnest fund, and setting aside a budget for care. When we have this safety net, we can focus more on enjoying life, knowing we are protected if unexpected challenges come our way.
For me, a rich life is not only about money, but also about inner peace. It means having a calm mind and a peaceful heart, being free from constant stress and pressure. I want the freedom to slow down, appreciate the present moment, and truly enjoy life as it is.
A rich life is not just about money, but it's also about experience, as it means having the chance to travel, live abroad, and immerse myself in new cultures. With financial stability, I know I can find exchange sabbaticals or short overseas stays that will broaden my perspective and enrich my life.
Where I see myself within 5 years is my financial stability with my 30,000 emergency fund and a professional certification. Within 10 years, I will be running side business generating 2,000 per month. And within 20 years, my financially independent with RM 700,000 net worth and mentoring young professionals.
Next, I would like to share my personal financial vision and where I see myself in the next 5, 10, and 20 years. Within the 5 years, I see myself running a profitable online business where I generating at least 3,000 ringgit per month in revenue. In 10 years, my goal is to enjoy a 6-month mini retirement time, fully funded with 40,000 ringgit in saving. And in 20 years, I envision living in my reserve tightening eco home, value between RM 600,000 and 800,000 ringgit Malaysia, where I can enjoy both financial freedom and sustainable living.
As for me, my financial vision within the next 5 years, I see myself growing RM 80,000 ringgit in saving and investment. In 10 years, I aim to own a land worth RM 250,000 ringgit, which I plan to use for a retreat or eco-village. And within 20 years, my ultimate goal is to be financial free with RM 850,000 ringgit in diversified assets. Step by step, this milestone will bring me closer to a secure and meaningful future.
Next is my financial vision. Looking ahead, in the next 5 years, I see myself owning a rental property that generates at least 1,000 ringgit per month. In 10 years' time, I hope to cover around 40% of my expenses, or about 3,000 ringgit a month, through passive income. And in 20 years, my vision is to lead a foundation with at least 750,000 ringgit in funding, focusing on arts or entrepreneurship.
In the future, I see myself reaching certain milestones as in 5 years, I want to build a 50,000 freedom fund and create at least 2 digital income streams. In 10 years, I hope to be working remotely from different countries while earning around 5,000 a month through online platforms. And in 20 years, I aim to establish a family trust worth 9,000 ringgit Malaysia to secure wealth for future generations.
Within the next 5 years, my goal is to save at least 30,000 and complete 1 professional certification. This will help me to build a strong foundation. Over 10 years, I plan to grow a side business and investment that can cover around 30% of my monthly expenses, which I see as a key step towards financial independence. Over the next 20 years, I aim to reach a net worth of about 700,000 and start a mentorship program to share knowledge and turn success into impact.
Next, I will share my milestone. In the short term, within 5 years, I want to launch an online business by year 2 and grow it to at least 3,000 ringgit per month in revenue. This will serve as my business foundation. In the medium term, by 10 years, I plan to save 40,000 ringgit for a mini retirement and increase my income to 6,000 ringgit per month. This will give me the freedom to travel and explore new opportunities. Finally, in the long term, over 20 years, I aim to build on purchase an eco home worth 600,000 ringgit to 800,000 ringgit, a lifestyle choice aligned with my personal value.
Next is my financial vision. For the short term within 5 years, I am targeting saving of Rm80,000 ringgit by consistently contributing Rm1,000 and 300 ringgit every month. This is part of an aggressive saving strategy. In the medium term, by 10 years, I plan to purchase a land worth about Rm250,000 ringgit as a step toward building my eco-village tree. And in a long term, within 20 years, I want to establish a portfolio valued at around Rm850,000 ringgit combining property, equity, and bonds. This will help me achieve secure and balanced financial independence.
For my milestones, in the short term, within 5 years, my goal is to buy my first rental property worth 200,000 ringgit to 250,000 ringgit as a tangible income generating asset. In the medium term, by 10 years, I aim to grow my passive income to 3,000 ringgit per month, ensuring stability through assets. And in the long term, over the next 20 years, I hope to launch a foundation with 750,000 ringgit in funding so that I can channel part of my wealth toward a meaningful purpose.
Now, I want to talk about my major milestone in the short term, medium term, and long term that I already achieved in the future. In the short term, I already saved 50,000 by setting aside about 830 ringgit per month, while also launching 2 digital products by year 4 to build the base for remote income. In the medium terms, I already established a stable global career by earning 5,000 per month from remote and digital work. In the long term, I already create a family trust or foundation worth 9,000 ringgit to secure generational wealth for the future.
My goal is establish financial discipline, secure investment, and diversify income. My plan to achieve those goals is to save 20% of my income by building emergency saving. Next, I will invest 1,000 per month for steady long-term wealth building through compounding. And last but not least, I will launch side hustle by year 3 to create an extra income stream.
Lastly, I will share about my financial vision. My financial vision is to grow my business while balancing personal enjoyment and future housing. To achieve this, I plan to reinvest 30% of my profit back into my side hustle, ensuring it continues to expand. At the same time, I will save 500 ringgit Malaysia every month for travel so I can enjoy life responsibly while staying on track with my finance. Finally, I will allocate 20% of my income to an eco home fund, supporting my long-term dream of sustainable living. This way, I can achieve growth, enjoyment, and security all at once.
I also have a plan to achieve my goals. First, I plan to invest Rm1,500 every month to maximize the power of money. Second, I will set aside 25% of my income, especially for property, so I can prepare for a real estate purchase in the future. And third, I aim to upgrade my skill every 3 years to stay competitive and increase my earning potential. With this strategy, I can scale up my investment, prepare for property ownership, and strengthen my career prospect.
To achieve these goals, I plan to save 25% of my income every month to build a stronger savings rate for large investment. I will also secure financing to expand my property portfolio with the target of owning 2 to 3 properties by year 15. This strategy will allow me to build consistent passive rental income and achieve long-term asset growth through property holdings.
How I want to achieve my goals? I plan to achieve this by invest at least 20% of my income in index fund and REITs for steady growth, while also dedicating 10 hours a week to building digital assets. At the same time, I will consistently improve my remote skills every year so that my income remains flexible and location independent. That's all from us. Thank you.